bum, 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 bum. Okay, we're all set. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Shadow Ghost, aka Shanadox the Dwarf, and welcome to a live stream. We're playing some Destiny 2, and we're also talking about this year's E3. Okay, we're good. It's kind of meh. Let's start with who was the first to start E3? Was it Ubisoft? No, it wasn't Ubisoft. Who was it? Hold up. I believe it was Xbox. Yeah, it was Xbox. Xbox did a good job. I'll say that. They had a lot of games. They announced their new console coming out. The Scorpio or something like that. Scarlet. Something like that, you know. I'm eating lunch, by the way, too, so. Pardon me if I start eating. I'm very hungry. They revealed Cyberpunk 2077, which I believe that was the best part because it had Keanu Reeves in it. Keanu Reeves was fucking amazing. Then after that, I think it was Bethesda. Bethesda started off strong, okay? They apologized for Fallout 76. And even said there's going to be an update where you actually have human NPCs that should have been already in the game. But better late than never, I guess. And I believe some combat changes, which is going to be pretty kind of cool. I actually wanted to get the game again because it's on sale right now for like $30 compared to a full 60, which that's cool. Does it not count me watching anymore? So they have 0 viewers, but I'm watching to check the comments, which I don't know why I'm doing that because I don't need to, but oh well, I digress. But then they revealed a lot of stuff that we've already seen, like Doom Eternal, more Elder Scrolls Online, the expansion that's coming out. Blades, Elder Scrolls Blades is coming to Nintendo Switch, and it's cross-play, so you can actually, or cross-save, probably cross-play, I don't know. I don't remember if it was a multiplayer game. I haven't really played it myself on the phone, so I don't know. But I do know it's cross-save, so whatever you do on the phone can go straight to the Switch. Yeah, so if you're a hardcore Blades fan and you have a Nintendo Switch, there you go. I, however, am not. I don't really play that. What we got here? Eh. I believe that one was an easy one. Players do not have access to this ability. Why? Why? What do you mean? Why don't I have access? I have done this. What the fuck? Okay, fine. We'll just do Fury, whatever. Okay, so then they revealed more mobile games. It seems like every company so far has released mobile versions of games that would have been great on a console. But, you know, downgraded to fit mobile. I don't know why everyone decided to do that. I guess they think that's the new thing that we all want, which, no, we don't. Do you not remember Diablo Immortal, how well that fucking went? They literally asked if it was an April Fool's joke. That didn't go well. So, I'm not going to talk about all those games. They were not really worth talking about, other than Blades, and that's just because that's coming to the Switch, and it was already a mobile game. So after Bethesda, I believe it was Ubisoft. I really don't remember much of Ubisoft. I remember pretty much 90% of it was Watch Dogs 3. Which, as far as I know, the other two didn't go well, so why the fuck would 3 go well? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the popularity of the Watch Dogs series. I know 1 sucked and 2 was, I guess, better. So maybe 3 will be the ultimate one. Who knows? Ooh. Oh, let me turn game volume down here real quick. Getting a safe hidey hole. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Then they released Just Dance 2020 for both Switch and the Wii. Like, the old school Wii, not the Wii U. Traditional white remote Wii. And everyone's kind of freaking out about that. I kind of find that interesting, to be completely honest. Not every day you get a new game for the Wii, you know? So, I guess for those who have a Wii still and enjoyed the gameplay of that, of Just Dance on the Wii, there you go. Newest one coming to the Wii. Then they showed more mobile games. Like I said, I don't remember much of the Ubisoft. I didn't really care. Because, like, after a good portion of it was Watch Dogs 3, I just stopped watching. And I wasn't even watching on theirs. I was watching on, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Beat 'em Up's Woods, but I watch him. And, yeah. It was just, yeah. It was like the most meh shit ever. Then Square Enix was the next one, I do believe. And Square Enix, they were basically second place. I'll tell you who first place was, because it was today. Nintendo. But we're going to talk about Square right now. Square, first off, release date for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am ecstatic. They finally showed Tifa, who everyone was wondering what she was going to look like because, you know, the one big problem they had. I won't go into details. Just look up Tifa and you'll find out for yourself. If you don't know who she is. They showed gameplay of her. They showed more gameplay in general, how the game's going to work. It looks like a great fucking game. Like, it's the kind of hack and slashy type game that I was expecting. With a big fucker with a sword and a guy with a gun and a bunch of people that like punching and shooting and sword fighting. All this shit. It's going to be like... It's kind of like FF15, but not so fluid. It's more stiff, but it works very well. Like, it's more, like, you're more structured to swing your sword. You're more structured to punch. Whereas in FF15, you could just wildly swing around and sometimes you'll get your target, sometimes you don't. Not saying that was bad, it worked very well in FF15, but FF7 definitely did not need the same formula. The release date is next year of March 3rd. So, I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering the shit out of that. Then they showed... Oh god, what did they show? That was pretty much like the biggest thing from here right there, because I grew up playing FF7. That was my childhood. Hold up. Let me take a good re-look at what Square Enix did right here. I'm cheating, but I don't care. Square Enix E3. I know they revealed some other stuff. I just can't remember. They are bringing a bunch of Final Fantasy games to the Switch. Final Fantasy Crystal something. And then Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. The one that everyone wanted when Final Fantasy Collection came out for like the consoles. They wanted FF8. Well, we're finally getting FF8. And I've never played it. I've heard it was pretty much like if there was a war between 7 and 8 in my opinion, for what I've heard. So I definitely want to get my hands on 8 and take a good playthrough of that. Probably stream it. I died. Alright. I need to eat this food. Before it gets cold. Why do I not have a radar anymore? Why do modes of this game have to have not radar? They showed a new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, the online one. Shadowbringers, I believe it was called. They basically showed a lot of Final Fantasy stuff, and then they showed their Avengers video game, which apparently a lot of people didn't like. A lot of people, I saw on Facebook today, a lot of people posting it, like dissing the characters' appearances, which I don't get. I thought they looked fine, but whatever. They did show some gameplay. They showed us switching between Hulk and Iron Man, and that was actually kind of awesome. It's like playing their own games, but of course it's one game. As a Hulk, you were able to like run through trucks and cars and all that stuff. As Iron Man, you were flying around, shooting stuff. It's a whole new enemy, as far as I'm concerned. It was a whole new boss. I have no idea who it was. I didn't pay attention. If it's someone from the Marvel Comics, I've never read the Marvel Comics, so I wouldn't know who it is. Oh yeah, there's a new Modern Warfare. That wasn't shown at E3, was it? Which company showed that off? Yeah, there's a new Modern Warfare coming out. And it's very fucking great from what I heard. There's no battle pass, and there's no season there's no season pass. So you don't got to spend $60 for the game and then another $60 for the fucking season pass. They're going to show it, but I thought E3 just ended. They already showed the Modern Warfare trailer. Oh, like gameplay and stuff? Where am I going? I'm like so lost right now. Let's see, what else did Square Enix show? I'm about to say, they already revealed the trailer. It must be gameplay. Because they already revealed the trailer and everything for the game. Ah! Dragon Quest Builders 2. They announced that on Square Enix's panel. Coming out for, I believe, everything. It's even coming out for the Switch, which... The first Dragon Quest Builders was great. Like, I loved it. So, that is definitely going to be something to play. Oh, I had to just stand here. Okay. And then, of course, today, for those who weren't paying attention, Nintendo's E3, it's their Treehouse thing, was announced, or was showing today. And they did not disappoint. I don't think there was a single thing that they showed that disappointed anybody. I didn't get to watch it. But, you know, after they show it, Twitter, they post everything on their Twitter. The first thing I saw was, 1, Resident Evil 5 and 6 will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So I can get 4, 5, and 6. Will it be a physical bundle, or will it be digital only? I don't know. I really don't care. Resident Evil 5 is one of the games I actually did want on the Switch, so I'm happy with that. 6, okay, I'll enjoy 6. I'll enjoy replaying both of them again. But I'm more happy about 5. That was the first thing. Then... Hold up. I can remember all of this once I get on Twitter because I saw all of this on Twitter. Nintendo of America. Alright. Give me 1 second. I had to scroll because they kept showing every fucking thing. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, Treehouse. Okay. So obviously they showed, this was Ubisoft, but they showed it on Nintendo anyway, the Just Dance 2020. That popped up. Is this coming to the Switch? Okay, if this is coming to the Switch, this is going to be cool. It's from the creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, comes a quest to save the Greek gods. It's called Gods and Monsters. Basically, what people have been comparing it to is like Breath of the Wild, which that's going to be really cool. I don't know if it's coming to the Switch, but Nintendo retweeted it, so I would assume so. Then they showed two games that have never hit the West at all. It's Romancing Saga 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace Ambitions. They're both JRPGs, like old school JRPGs, like old school style Final Fantasy for Nintendo. They're both coming to the Nintendo Switch. Then, of course, they showed FF8 Remastered coming to the Switch. This game came out last night. They said it was coming out last night, and it is. It's available now on the Nintendo eShop if you want to purchase it and play it. It says, join Rush and his unlikely band of friends in this timeless cult classic story, The Last Remnant. It's a remastered, and it's now available. So if you guys ever played Last Remnant, congratulations. You can go play it right now. And go throw some money at it. Dragon Quest Builders 2, a game called Oninaki. It looks really cool to me. Now, I can't obviously show gameplay because I don't know how to do editing. I don't know how to do any of that. I just know how to live stream. But I can talk to you about it. It is going to be available for Nintendo Switch on August 22nd. Okay, hold up. We'll be getting there in a second there, Five Nights. Don't you rush ahead of me, boy. We're getting there. It looks like a type of, Oh, I believe this was the Breath of the Wild type game. Never mind. This will be the cool one, where you can use combat and stuff like that. It's really cool combat. Then... They showed... This is the best part, or one of the best parts. They showed off two new characters for Smash Bros. Ultimate. One was the Dragon Quest Heroes... Not the little guy in Dragon Quest Heroes, Builders, I mean, but the main guy in the new Dragon Quest Heroes, it's him. He's one of the new main characters, which, you know, everyone was kind of like, okay, a little disappointed, but whatever. And then, at the last second of their E3, they showed a cutscene where, if you guys remember the Donkey Kong King K. Rool trailer, it was very similar to that. They showed Donkey Kong yawning and all that. And then it showed the background. Like, they panned out and you could see them all chilling. King K. Rool was with them, chilling in the treehouse. And I was like, okay, is it going to be Dixie Kong or something? Nope. You see a little golden puzzle piece bouncing off and they're like, whoa, whoa. And then they showed it. Banjo and Kazooie appeared before them, but it turned out to be Duck Hunt in disguise. But then the real Banjo and Kazooie came up from the top, beat the shit out of them, and then, of course, they showed the gameplay. They did pretty much exactly like what they did with King K. Rool's trailer, which I thought was a nice little pizzazz to it. I thought it was kind of nice throwing that back out at us, like teasing us. I hope they don't do that every time, because eventually we'll get it. You know, there's going to be someone new that we want. So yeah, that's 2 out of the 5. Ooh. Well, okay. Excuse me, not 2 out of 5. If you count Joker, that's 3 out of the 5 characters that are going to be in this pass. They've already been announced, or they've already been shown, and all this kind of stuff, which I'm a little disappointed with. Or, not shown, excuse me. I said that totally wrong. They've already been declared. Like, Nintendo themselves know exactly who these characters are, so there's no hoping that a fan situation will change their mind. It's already been decided. We just don't know who it is. I pray to the gods and goddesses upon everyone's religion that one of those last two characters is Geno from Super Mario RPG. For those who don't know who the fuck Geno is, you never played a cult classic video game called Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars back when you were a little kitty. Which luckily, there's plenty of ways to go out and play it now. So, even downloading an emulator on your phone or tablet, whatever you prefer to play, and go from there. So yeah, there was that. And then they showed Witcher 3, the complete edition, coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, of course, this is going to spawn a lot of these fucking troll monkeys that are PC-only fanboys and love to talk shit about the Switch, saying that it's going to be garbage and all that. If you already looked at the trailer, they showed gameplay. Like, you could just tell by looking at the little cutscene they were doing that it was Switch graphics. If that's the case, it looks good. It looks fine. I'm not going to complain about it. It looks like it's going to run very well. They've shown countless times that games like that can run very well, and PC fuckboys always say some shit. And it's like, okay, if you're not convinced at this point, you'll never be convinced. So why are you even following Nintendo? Because basically that's their new content. They're not going to do anything about the 3DS anymore. And if they do, it's going to be coming to the Switch as well. So, no point in following Nintendo if you're just going to talk shit. That's just my opinion. But yeah, it's coming this year. I don't know when. They didn't say a month. They just said it's going to be this year. So expect a physical copy. I'm pretty sure it's going to have a physical copy. And yeah. Then they showed a game I did not really look at called No More Heroes 3. Travis Touchdown returns to Santa Destroy after a 10-year absence in the latest numbered entry in the No More Heroes series. I never played No More Heroes, so I don't know what it's about, so pardon me, I'm not giving you any information on that. Excuse me. Then they released a new Contra? Called Contra Rogue Core. It looks cool. I was never really a fan of the Contra series, but it looked pretty cool. Then they released they showed off a new Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games. This one blew my mind. They had a lot of things to it, like a lot of fucking events. Like there was martial arts, like dojo fighting and all that kind of stuff. Oh god, am I following here? Yeah, I'm following here. They showed fencing, which I'm pretty sure was already in one, but just a lot of cool stuff to take your mind into it, and a lot of things to waste a lot of time on. It's coming this November. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna definitely pre-order the hell out of that. I never owned Mario and Sonic at Olympic Games because I don't know. I think one of them required that little resort Wii add-on that you put onto your Wii stick, which I never bought because it was a little too expensive at the time. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool to me. Then the last bit of E3, they said they have one more thing to show. It clearly was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Everyone thought it was going to be DLC, which I didn't think so because of the fact it's been so long since that game was out that having a DLC now would just kind of... I don't think it'd bring it back, you know what I mean? But no, it's not a DLC. It's a full sequel to Breath of the Wild. So it's probably going to be Breath of the Wild 2 or something. I don't know what they really could call it. Ganondorf's Rising. Because in the trailer, they showed a dead corpse of Ganondorf rising from the dead. Like, he legit was like, and then all of a sudden his eyes started glowing out of what looked like pure hatred. So, Ganondorf is back, ladies and gents. He's no longer Ganon, that fucking fog machine, in the, in Breath of the Wild. I didn't really like that all that much, that he was really just a ghastly demon and you had to kill all of his remnants to finally get him. I didn't like that. It was still a good game. It was still like one of the best games I've ever played, but I didn't like that concept. What else did they show? They showed something else. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, which, again, I find funny listening to I actually watched the live chat for this one. It's so funny to me how people were fucking hating on it. And it's not because it was good, or it was bad or anything. This new Animal Crossing looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. People were hating on it because of what the director said. He said, here's a game that everyone has been waiting for, which technically was true. Animal Crossing has been one of the top demanded games to come to the Switch. So what he said wasn't wrong. But there was a lot of people that were like, Animal Crossing is like the worst game franchise in the world and all that shit. It was like, really, dude? You need to just shut your mouth. I never got into Animal Crossing all that much until New Leaf came out, and I played that for the 3DS. And I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I really wish I could have gotten into the older ones and see how far they progressed, but I really enjoyed Animal Crossing. With that being said, I'm definitely going to be getting this one. It is coming March 20th of next year. Then, of course, Five Nights has already said it, they showed off new gameplay and a multiplayer mode for Luigi's Mansion 3. This multiplayer mode actually looks like it's way better than Luigi's Mansion 2. You actually turn into a goop version of Luigi instead of like a digital only, and you can't even see the person version. So yeah, that's coming out this year. It's coming out this year. It doesn't say a month. It just says 2019. So a lot of good games are coming out this year, which good. We needed those. We really needed those. Okay. What else did they show? Zelda Link's Awakening. If you guys don't know what that is, it was a Game Boy Color game that is now officially remastered. It was a one of the hidden gems of Zelda series, in my full opinion. I remember playing it as a kid, and that's all I played on my Game Boy Color. I played Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. It was like one of the best ones, in my opinion. Remastering for the Switch, and they even have a little amiibo out for the little Link. Or they're gonna have an amiibo out, which hopefully comes with a pre-order of the game. Sorry, a lot of talking. Then they showed Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. If you guys haven't noticed a pattern here, I've talked way more about Nintendo than I have all about the other companies that have done E3. Here's a reason. They didn't do mobile-only games. All these games are like fucking... They're actual console games, and they actually mean a lot to people. They weren't just, oh, here's a quick money grab. You can get it tomorrow. No, these are actual games that people have cared about, wanted to see more of, and of course they have expanded talking about it. What else is there? Something about Fire Emblem. I honestly don't care about Fire Emblem, so if y'all want to look that up yourselves, go ahead. Contra Anniversary Collection. And then here's, I don't know if y'all are going to see it, but here's the little amiibo. Little Link amiibo. I think that's fucking adorable, and I really can't wait to get my hands on it. Then they showed the Dragon Quest XI. I can't remember what that is in numerals, so I'm sorry. I think that's 11. I could be correct, and that's 11. That's cute. Okay. Then they showed more of Astral Chain. Comes out January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August 30th. Sorry, I had to count on that one. Then they showed more of Mario Maker, which nobody really needed to see any more of that. They put the last little treehouse they did, they literally put every fucking detail they could talk about in one video. That's coming out this month. Trials of Mana, which apparently was an old game back in the day, being remastered for the Switch. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm eating goulash, which for those who don't know what goulash is, it's basically spaghetti with macaroni noodles. It's fucking delicious. And that was about it. That was about all they talked about. That's all they needed to talk about, really. So Square and Nintendo completely dominated E3. Bethesda, I would say, is third, just because they fixed a game that shouldn't have been bad to begin with. Oh no! Fuck! Killed myself. So yeah. This year's E3, I would rate it 7 out of 10. Only because all the companies that they have taught that they've shown to show their games, like, they were not all that amazing. Wait a cotton pick a minute here. How did I win? I know that sounded really racist. That's not where I meant to take that. I remember hearing that a long time ago. Wait a cotton pick a minute. It was like something that just rolled off the tongue. Never meant that to be racist, so don't take it as such. If you did, then racist mind is a racist kind, I guess. I just get a triumph. What'd I get? Ah. Something I don't need. Cool. Did I not get a purple? I mean, that was a purple. I was supposed to get... Oh, I gotta do 3 of those. Okay. I was gonna say, I was supposed to get a frickin', Prime Ingram. So yeah, that was this year's E3. I did forget to mention one thing, because it just clicked in my head that I remembered. A new Rainbow Six Siege, or no, not Rainbow Six Siege, but a new Rainbow Six game, Rainbow Six Quarantine is what it's called. I don't really know what it's about. I don't really care, to be completely honest. Rainbow Six Siege was a good game. I was never a big fan of Rainbow Sixes, but Siege was a really good game. I don't think this one's going to be like Siege. But it may be cool. I don't know. Like I said, those companies had so many mobile games that I'm forgetting the actual games they were showing. So for any guy or girl that only has a phone, no Switch, no PC, no Xbox, no PlayStation, but you got a phone, you'll at least get a lot of games coming this year. From actual developers. Not just random people that can upload games to the Play Store or whatever you're working with. I got a cool dude emote. What's that one? What's my cool dude? Preview. Who's as cool as you? No one, that's who. Okay. I don't even know what that emote was doing. Wait, what is... Is this the... Okay, this was the moat one. The guitar. Wasn't... Okay, hold on. There's a fucking engram that I want. Or emote, whatever. Show me the emotes. What do I not have? Popcorn. That's the one I want. I got spicy ramen. I have curtain call. I have salty. I don't have selfie. I don't have home run. Ooh, that was actually kind of cool. And I don't have popcorn. Popcorn is the one I want because Sam wants it, and I want to make sure I get it before she does. Just because I love pissing her off. Also, shit! Speaking of Sam, I didn't even begin to mention this. If I can stream it, I'm going to, because this is going to be fucking awesome. Alright. So, last night, a couple days ago, we went to Best Buy, right? They had the Oculus Quest, which if you don't know what that is, it's the Oculus Rift, but it's completely wireless. There's no computer needed, no nothing. Everything is built into the headset. They had a demo for it, and I tested it out, and I fell in love with it. Like, it was great. The only problem was there was so much lights going on in the store, which, that's a given. And so the remotes were a little finicky. But, like, 8 times out of 10, I had, like, no problem moving around. So I'm pretty sure in, like, a room like this, all nice and dark with a little bit of light, I can run it perfectly. It's only $400 for a 64 gigabyte hard drive on it, but it's an extra $100 for doubling that space. We were gonna get the 100 extra one, so $500 for a 148 gigabyte hard drive, which can hold up to like 60 something games for VR, which is really cool. Fortunately, the dude didn't have any in stock. They didn't even have any online. It sold out. So, after a couple days of waiting, I looked last night at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Keep in mind, 1 in the morning. They were in stock. I texted Sam immediately. I know she was in bed, so she didn't get my text. And I said, they're in stock again. And then when I finally went to bed, I woke her up a little bit because I was, when you get in bed, you shuffle a little bit. So you're going to wake your significant other up if you have one. And I decided to go ahead and tell her Oculus Quest is out. We got to go tomorrow and get it. I woke up this morning at 10 o'clock. And it was sold out. Again, within a 9-hour span. Worldwide, Best Buys no longer had it. So, I told Sam they were sold out. She goes, really? I said, yeah. This is by text, by the way. So I'm letting the dog out. I'm sitting like this the whole time. Like I'm like in a state of depressed because I was building myself up to happiness. I was like, I'm gonna get the coolest fucking thing. We're gonna get it tomorrow, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna play it all week before I go back to work. Sold out next day. I come up here to start playing games. She gives me a call. She never does that because she's at work. She calls me and she goes, how does tomorrow sound? So what do you mean by tomorrow? She goes, well, I already ordered it, and it's coming tomorrow. So I will be getting the Oculus Quest tomorrow afternoon, I believe. I think they said at 3:30. They'll be coming around that time. So what I'm hoping I can do is I can live stream something for y'all. I don't know the full mechanics of the Oculus Quest because the demo version only lets you play games. I don't know what the settings are. If there is a streaming service on there, like I can stream on YouTube like how I do on PlayStation, and just have it live on the screen, that's going to be awesome because I will do a lot of VR games for you guys. The fact that that's wireless is all I could really dream of. Because playing the Rift, that big freaking wire on your back, that gets annoying when you're playing like a really good game like Gorn, for instance. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a great VR game. When I'm swinging my fists and all that, I accidentally somehow manage to snag that cord, and I always feel like I break it by yanking on that cord, and I don't mean to. This one doesn't have any cord. It's just the headset, 2 remote controls, which they feel great in my hands compared to the Rift, because they're tinier, and I have tiny hands because I'm a tiny person. They're more like Joy-Cons, but with bigger buttons. So they're about that size, but with bigger buttons, which is nice. The first game I played on the demo Best Buy was Darth Vader Immortal, Episode 1 or whatever it's called. That was fucking cool. I think that is probably one of the best experiences to being a Jedi you will ever get. As soon as I grabbed my lightsaber, I was blocking lasers. I was attacking guys with laser beam weapon, or with, saber weapons. They weren't exactly lightsabers, but it was like a rod with a lightsaber energy to it. I don't know the name for that weapon. But it was androids using it. And I was blocking and slicing them and everything. It was the coolest experience I ever got in a VR game. I just thought that was cool. And I really can't wait to play that tomorrow. So, if you guys want me to stream that, if I can, if there's some way I can, please let me know in the comments down below after the end of the stream, because I really, really would love to do that for you guys, if there is a way. Because VR is going to be good for me to do physical activity, because I can't really go outside here that much. There's a lot of neighbors, and they like to stare. And you know me and staring, fucking hate it. Yet, I'm okay with this, apparently. Because really, I'm just staring at a PlayStation camera. I'm not really staring at anybody in the eyes. But you are! Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hop out. Because I still got food. But should be fine. It's lukewarm, if anything. So, thank you, Five Nights at Freddy's. And to you, new viewer, you haven't spoken yet, but whoever you are, thank you for stopping by and watching. I'm sorry that all you saw was a screen and me talking about Best Buy's Oculus VR. I wasn't really doing much on Destiny 2. It was just something I wanted to play while talking about E3. So yeah, E3, 7 out of 10. Only 2 companies did a really good job at it. And Oculus Quest is going to be one of the futures of VR gaming. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace out!